Watching producer James Wan and company spin 2013's The Conjuring out into a fully fledged world with a lore all its own has been a real treat. But for a cinematic universe to work, its entries need to function well on their own, not just in service of the larger story. While there's certainly fun to be had here and there, it often feels like The Nun is trying to skate by on name recognition and good looks alone, leaving us with an undeniably superficial ride, albeit an entertaining one. Hardcore horror fans will be disappointed to know that The Nun is not a nightmare-inducing affair by any stretch of the imagination. Director Corin Hardy relies too heavily on familiar tropes. Most of the jump scares are obviously telegraphed with plain visual and dialogue hints. Though the film isn't particularly horrifying, it does boast some beautiful cinematography and creepy imagery, standing shoulder to shoulder with the original Conjuring's gorgeous 70s horror aesthetic. Hardy does a great job using the film's 1950s Romania setting to create atmosphere and set the mood. Valak does get some good opportunities to shine, and its accompanying musical theme of foreboding chants always sets the mood well whenever the demon appears. But of course, this prequel faces the same problem many prequels face. We know any defeat of Valak will be temporary, as it is destined to plague Ed and Lorraine Warren for years to come. While those characters' strong relationship keeps us invested in the action, the Nun's heroes are just never all that engaging, although one comic relief character does end up shining in a surprising manner. Damien Bashir's father Burke really doesn't have much to do here other than feed us some exposition. Tessa Farmiga fares better as Sister Irene, who bears the brunt of Valak's malice. Her spunk and bravery in the face of the evil that haunts the Abbey of St. Carta is usually enough to make you forget how little explanation the film gives for why the Vatican chose this young woman to accompany Father Burke in the first place. If you're interested in how the film connects to the larger Conjuring world, The Nun gives a nod to every film in the franchise at one point or another, and they are fleeting enough not to be distracting for those just coming to see a standalone horror movie. The Nun's final moments go for broke, though, and should be a treat for those who appreciate the narrative through line these films have fostered over the years. As a piece of the larger Conjuring universe puzzle, The Nun is a fun, if ineffectual, history lesson that will provide fans with plenty of dots to connect. On its own merits, The Nun stumbles by not delivering any real terror or investment in its characters, but instead rests on its strong visuals and atmosphere, and, strangely enough, humor. Fans of the Conjuring franchise itching for more lore to pour over will get what they came for, but if you were hoping that this would be the scariest film in the franchise, keep praying. Thanks for watching. For more reviews, check out what we thought of The Meg and Slender Man, and as always, be sure to follow and subscribe wherever you like to watch IGN.